So today, this morning, we are going to run a lesson based on the title of book review. So welcome to Tuisyen SPM Percuma, Anjuran Majlis Datuk-Datuk Negeri Melaka dengan kerjasama Pendidikan Daerah Jasin. Okay. So I hope you can bear with me for this 1 hour, and we are going to cover a topic for book review. Okay, before that, I believe that everyone knows book review is a review question that will be tested, one of the questions that will be tested in part 3 of your writing paper. So personally, I believe that part 3 is quite difficult, and you should know the technique on how you can at least get minimum of 14 out of 20 marks, okay, in ensuring you that you can get at least A- for your overall paper, English paper 1119, okay. So let's go through, okay, what is the overview of review writing first before we proceed to the book review. Okay, so what is review writing? So review writing is a report on something that you like or dislike based on your opinion. Okay, so this is a kind of report where you are writing something about based on your preference, whether you like or you dislike. So it all based on your opinion. Talking about your opinion, okay, when you give opinion, you have to make sure that everyone can get the idea of what you are trying to say. Okay, for example, if you like the product, or if you like the movie, or if you like the book, you have to state the reason of liking. Or if let's say you dislike the book, you dislike the movie, okay, you dislike the the drama, so you have to come up with reason and justification why did you dislike certain product. Okay. Number 2 is about based on your experience. Okay, so if you choose review question, you have to ensure that you have experience of using. Okay, talking about experience here means that you have experience of using the product, you have experience of watching the book, you have experience of listening to or using the gadget. Okay, why it is important for you to ensure that you are writing something is based on your a review of a certain product. Okay, when you write a review writing, the most important thing is to have the tone of, means that you have to convince people to have the same experience like you. Okay, so that is why it all based on your experience. Okay, you must have experience of using the product. Okay, you must have experience of watching the movie, okay, before you write and share your experience to others. Okay, so what people will do, okay, they will read your review and they will have the same interest. Okay, they would love to have the same experience like you. Okay, number 3, readers need information as well as your opinion from the review. So that is the purpose of writing a review. Writing a review is something that is looks like a critical appraisal of something that you have experienced, okay, where it comes from your personal experience, and you have to share your personal opinion with others. So it is very important for you to write a good review. Why? Okay, because the reader, what they want to look or what they actually hunt from your review writing is useful and constructive feedback. Okay, so your review writing should be detailed and also honest. Okay, besides that, people also want to listen to your review. That is why they are seeking for your opinion. Okay, so that is the reason why you should write something that is detailed and also have a valuable input. Okay, and in your review writing, don't forget to include facts and also your opinion. So a good review writing should have enough details in order to give others feel for what happened. But please be careful, do not reveal everything in your review writing, because if you reveal everything, then it means that you are sharing and exposing all information to the readers, and they will not have interest in using or experience the same product or the things that you already reviewed. Okay. So besides of using good adjective in review writing, here are some useful phrases that you can use when you want to write your review. Okay, as I said just now, review writing is a kind of writing where you give and share your opinion. Okay, so what you can do, Okay, if you want to state your opinion, so these are the phrases that you can use. You can start with, in my opinion, from my point of view. Okay, I believe that. Or you can also use for me. I think, I believe, I feel that this book is quite convincing and interesting enough for teenagers to read. Okay, it seems to me that this book is very worth reading. Okay, why? Then you have to state your reason. Okay, besides that, you can also use useful phrases or good words in order to persuade or convince the readers. So how can you convince the readers? You can use these phrases. I am very positive. I am very certain that you will enjoy reading this book because, okay, then state the reason. Okay, for sure, undoubtedly, okay, if you review a cafe, then you can mention undoubtedly the cafe is has a very pleasant surrounding. So that is why everybody should go and try the menu set. Okay, because of the atmosphere is very calm and cool. So that is the reason why everybody should go and visit the cafe. Instead of using undoubtedly, you can also use undeniably. Okay, then state your reason. Okay, so what can we review? Okay, there are a lot of things that we can review to prepare yourself. Okay, if you think that you love to write review, then you can prepare yourself with the answer. So these are the possible things that can be reviewed. Okay, you can review a book. Okay, what I mean by prepare yourself with the answer. Okay, name one book that you have read before and get ready with the details of the book. For example, I have read a book, P.S. I Love You, written by Cecilia Ahern. So I should know what are the details of the book, such as the synopsis. Okay, you should know the synopsis. Who are the characters that involved in the book? What are the lessons that you have learned? And you can also prepare yourself with the reason. What are the reasons of liking the books? Or what are the reasons of disliking the book? Okay, talking about the word disliking here, can you review something that is in negative form? Okay, yes, you can do that. So because that is your opinion. Okay, but in my opinion, okay, I think it is better for you to stick on, if you remain with the positive sides of the product or the books, then you can go for the positive one. If let's say you want to write something that is negatively, okay, so what can you do? You can come up with a suggestion. Okay, how can you solve the problem? Okay, so what are the suggestions to overcome the problem or to overcome the negative feedback that you got from the book, example. Okay. Number two, okay, we can review a film or movie. Okay, so prepare with yourself with the answer. What is the movie that you recently watched? Okay, for example, I've watched Mat Kilau. So you should know who are the actor and actress that play the cast in that movie. Okay, for example, Adi Putra, Beto Kushairi. Okay, so what are the reasons of liking the movie? So what are the reasons of why would you promote the movie to others? Why would you recommend the movie to other people? Okay, I would like to recommend this movie because it shows the patriotism of the country. Okay, then you should mention and highlight which part of the movie that can prove the patriotism. So that is mean by preparing yourself with the answer. Okay, with anything that can be reviewed, because we have no idea what will come out in the exam. But you have to make sure that you master all that for writing format, article, report, story, and also review writing. Okay, you can also review a gadget. Okay, so what are the gadget that you can review? You can review iPad, you can review AirPod, okay, you can review tablet, okay, but you must know the spec of the product, okay, of the gadget, okay, and why would you recommend people to buy that gadget, okay? Okay, besides, you can also review restaurant and foods. Okay, so name one restaurant that you recently visit, or you love to, restaurant that you always visit. Okay, so you should tell the readers about the location, where is the location of the restaurant, how to get there, how to reach the restaurant. Okay, so what are the specialties of the restaurant? Is it because of the waiter, the approachable waiter, or because of the menu in the restaurant that makes you love to go to the restaurant? You can also review foods. Okay, it actually related to the restaurant review. Okay, what are the signature foods that you can enjoy there? Okay, or what are the specialties of foods that normally served in that restaurant? Okay. You can also review toys and also games. Okay, games, it can be online or physical games. Okay, it depends on the question actually. That is why when you get the question, you have to look at the question carefully before you start writing for the actual one. Okay, there are 3 parts in writing a review. Okay, if you have any question, you can type in live chat. Okay, I will respond to your question. Okay, there are 3 parts in writing a review. So the first part is the description. Okay, so you have to describe the name of what is reviewed. Okay, so in your first paragraph, normally you will give a kind of introduction of the product or the name of what is reviewed. So what you should do then, you have to give a clear background information of the topic. Okay, so that normally falls under your introduction. Okay, number 1, we are talking about number 1. So for the description, you have to introduce the name of the things that you want to review. And then you can also give general information about it. Okay, so this is how your writing will look like. Okay, you have to start with the introduction, then follow with your ideas, and also you end it with a proper closure. Okay, don't forget to give title to your review. And then you have to give general information or give clear background information on the topic. For example, if you want to write a review of a book, then you have to give the name of the author, when it has been released. Okay, is the book is a bestseller or not? Okay, so that what we call as general background or general information about the topic. Okay, number 2. Okay, this is the part where you have to discuss. So what you should do is to discuss, to give opinion, a strong statement about the topic, but you have to make it specific. What makes it great and amazing? So this part actually comes in your body or content part. So you can also write the synopsis, okay, but make sure you only spend 1 paragraph for writing the synopsis. But please be careful. Okay, you have to also refer to the question needs. Okay, what are the needs of the question? If the question asks you to talk about the reason why you like the book or the movie, the reason why would you recommend the book or the movie? Okay, what are the lessons that you have learned? Okay, then you have to focus on that. Okay, sometimes there will be a specific requirement that you have to fulfill in the question, and you have to make sure that you fulfill all the question needs in order to ensure that you get 5 marks for your content. Okay. The third one, okay, is your recommendation, and then it will be your closure. So under recommendation, you have to end the review with an overall opinion or conclusion about the topic. So what you can do, you can use rating or give star or words of recommendation. So this is the part where you can express your general impression. Okay, this is the part where you can convince and persuade people why they should give a try, why they should has the same experience like you. Okay, so you can also give a star. Okay, you can rate the product, okay, that you have reviewed. Okay, product that you review. Okay, so actually when you plan your writing, okay, you have to ensure that you have 3 things. Okay, number 1, your introduction, okay, your content part, and also closure. Okay, so content part, it depends on the question requirement. Okay, it depends on the question needs. So you have to make sure that you fulfill all the question needs in order to make sure that you get full marks for content. Okay, so what actually you can do? Okay, so what can you do? Number 1, okay, provide a title for your review. You should provide an appropriate title. Number 2, make sure you have interesting introduction. Can you use the same method or the same technique of writing the introduction for article? Yes, you can do that. So what is important is the introduction can grab readers' attention, okay, about what you want to say. So sometimes you can start with a question, or if you have no idea, you can start with a general information. Okay. Number 3, please stick to the question. Stick to the question. Don't talk about something that is not related. Okay, do not talk about unrelated things. Focus on the things that you want to review. Okay, don't forget. Okay, number 4, don't forget to use adjective. Okay, adjective is very important, and use adverbs. Okay, why do you have to use adjective? Because adjective is describing the product that you review or the things that you want to review. Okay, number 5, use good vocab or LCL. Okay, why you have to use good vocab? Because you want to produce a good review. What you can do here, you please avoid repeating the same words. Make sure you have memorized on several good words. Okay, so you can apply it in your writing. Okay. Okay, let's proceed with book review. Okay, so what is book review? Okay, before we start discussing on what is book review, do you have any experience of reading a book? Okay, so if let's say the question of book review come out in the exam, okay, if you want to choose that question, okay, first thing first, you have to ensure that you have experience of reading a book, okay, a novel, okay. If let's say you are not really into reading a book, don't go for this question, okay, because it will trap yourself actually, okay. As I told you just now, okay, review writing is based on your experience. If you think that sometimes you may write without having the experience also, okay, but we can see the difference, okay, because writing based on your experience, something that is very close to the reader. Okay, what is book review? Okay, so you might find book review question in part 3 of your SPM paper 2, right? Okay, so where you need to write in 200 and 250 words. Okay, so a book review is a short analysis or critical evaluation of a book. Okay, in a book review also, you have to place what you think about the book, which means the essay is on opinion base. Okay, so there are several steps that you can follow when you want to write a book review. Actually, it presents the same steps for all types of review writing. Okay, so this is a step-by-step guide to write a book review essay for SPM. Number 1, okay, this one is very important. You have to read the question carefully. How can you read the question carefully? Please analyze the question. Okay, how can you analyze the question? I always advise my student to use facts. Identify the format, identify the audience, content, okay? Content, tenses, and also the subject. Okay, why do you have to analyze the question? Because we don't want you to miss even one single point. We don't want you to miss even one single question requirement. Okay, that is why you need to read the question carefully. Okay, and make sure you fulfill all the question needs. So what can you do here? You can pay attention to the keywords of the question. For example, some question may ask you to share a synopsis of the book, okay, or some question may ask you to share about who do you think should read the book, okay, it falls under recommendation. So you should take note of that important keywords, okay, because you have to present it in your review writing. Okay, so this will help you to tailor your book review for the audience very well, okay. So again, for step 1, okay, you have to read the question carefully in order to identify the keywords. My suggestion here, you can use facts, okay, in order to analyze the question and you won't miss even one single point. Okay. Okay, step number 2, you have to identify your book. Okay, identify your book or your novel. Okay, so you usually get to choose what book, what novel you would like to write about. Okay, so if you are book lovers, okay, or avid readers, you normally won't have any problems in writing this question. Okay, but you have to write something that is based on your experience, means that you have experience of reading the books. There are many book series like Harry Potter or the Hunger Games, okay, that turn into movies. So actually you can write based on the same ideas, okay. So if you have seen the movie but haven't read the book, at least you technically you know what actually happened in the movie, and it actually happened in the book or present or portrays in the book also. Okay, so these are some basic elements that you should include in your essay, in your review writing. Okay, what is the title of the book? Who is the author? You should know the name of the author. Okay, what happens in the book? Who are the characters? Where and when does the story take place? Okay, why did you like or dislike the book? Okay, general, right? You can review any books that you have read. Okay, it can be a storybook, a novel, a comic. Okay, even if it is a Malay novel, you can review that novel also. But make sure you present it in English. Okay. Okay, why is it worth or not worth reading? So it involves reason, critical thinking. Okay, what would be the reason? Who would you recommend the book to? Or why would you recommend the book? Okay, how did the book make you feel? So it related to your feeling. If you have experience of reading the book, definitely you know what are the feeling that come across when you read the book. What did you learn from the book? It talks about what did you learn from the book? It talks about the lesson or the message that you gain from the book. Okay, its application such as webtoon is worth for book review. I think it's better for you to choose from physical books, okay, or any online books that you have read. Okay. Okay, so these are the basic questions that you can use when you want to identify the books. The general idea, okay, the general idea of the books, okay. This question actually help you to outline your review and brainstorm for the ideas. You can also use another WH question in order to get the idea of what is the book that you want to write. Okay, step number 3, you have to write the introduction. Okay, so where can you write the introduction? Okay, normally it comes in your first paragraph. Okay, so in your first paragraph, you can introduce the title and the name of the author of the book. Okay, so how can you present that? So here are a few suggestions. Okay, this reference taken from mygurulab.com. Okay, I have recently read the novel. Okay, you can also start with the book I am reviewing is titled Harry Potter by, okay, J.K. Rowling. Okay, my favorite book is P.S. I Love You written by Cecilia Ahern. One of the novels that I enjoy reading is, okay, give the title of the novel. Okay, okay, Harry Potter is a novel written by, okay. So if you can look at this sample or model sentence, what is important, you know what is the title of the book and the name of the author, because that two information is very important and significant when it comes to review writing. Okay. Besides that, you can also mention the genre of the book in your introduction. So what are the genre of the book? It can be fantasy, thriller, a romance novel, okay, fiction or non-fiction novel, okay. So make sure you place that kind of information in your first paragraph also. Okay, next one. Writing your body paragraph. Okay, writing your body paragraph. Okay, so what you should include in your body paragraph, okay? How many paragraph? It can be 2 to 3 paragraph, okay, depending on the question needs. So each paragraph, okay, can focus on a different point or element in order to make it well organized. So how can you write a proper paragraph or a well organized paragraph? You can use the acronym of teacher or tier. Hi, good morning, Aiman. Okay, so teacher here means that you start with topic sentence, okay, your main idea, follow with example, cause, effect, and also you have to reaffirm. Okay, so this is the way on how you can expand your points. If you are struggling in elaborating the ideas, you can use teacher or tier. Okay, so Each paragraph should focus on different point or element depending on the question needs. So when you write your content paragraph or your body paragraph, remember to refer to the essay question. So you will address all the required points in your essay or in your review. Okay. It is not necessary to use all the acronym for teacher. Okay. If you think that you have no idea on how to present the course, you can go for effects. Okay. You can present more than one effect. Okay. Okay, step number 5, you have to write your conclusion. So what can you write in your conclusion? In your conclusion, you can provide your recommendation. Okay, you can provide your recommendation for the book, or you can also reaffirm how you feel about the book. So it involves feeling and also a concrete reason why other people should read. Why would you recommend the book to others? Okay, can you give or present negative review? Okay, yes, but you should be consistent with what you have shared in your body paragraph. That is why if you start with something that is positive, you can continue writing in positive way. But if let's say you want to share a negative review, please come up with a suggestion on how the author can improve the writing. But normally, we won't write something that is negative, right? Because we want to advise people to read. Okay, so definitely we would write something that is very positive and convincing. Okay, so here are some examples of sentences or expression that you can use, okay, for the conclusion. Okay, you can use in conclusion, I would highly recommend this book to anyone who love mystery novel. Okay, I enjoyed reading the book and would recommend it to others. The book is available in the school library, so do check it out. Okay. If not school library, you can change the place. Okay. The book is also available in the bookstore, so go and grab it. Okay. This book is best suited for fans of fantasy novel such as Lord of the Rings. Okay. As a fan of fantasy and adventure novel, I would give it. So we can see negative elements in recommending the books, okay, because the writer compare it with the Harry Potter series. Okay, while the characters are interesting, I believe this book is not for everyone. Okay, probably those who doesn't love thriller genre books, okay, so they won't go for that kind of reading. Okay, so these are the ways, okay, how can you express your conclusion and recommendation for people to read the books. Okay. Okay, let's proceed with the first exercise for today. Okay, so we will do a few exercises before we go for the actual writing. Okay, the first task is, okay, look at the screen. The following list of adjectives are used to describe plot and scripts. Group them in appropriate boxes. So we have two column here. The first one is story. The second one is script. So we have to locate the adjective. Okay, which adjective that's suitable to describe story and which adjective suitable to describe script. Okay, let's go and check one by one. Okay, let's begin with moving. Okay, so moving. So where do you think the adjective of moving is suitable to be placed? Okay, is it story? A moving story. Okay, means that the story is interesting. Okay, because you can see the development of the plot development of the story. Or a moving script, no, right? Okay, so moving we can place here. Okay. Okay, confusing story or confusing script. We never see the script yet, the script, right? Because that belongs to the owner, right? Okay, so confusing story. That is why you think that confusing story. That is why sometimes the story cannot grab your or cannot hold your attention. Okay, original. Okay, original story. Okay, if it is a historical story, we can say that is an original story. Okay, or we can use original script. Okay. How about well written? It's a well written story or it's a well written script. Okay, it's a well written script. So these are the as sample of adjective that you can use when you want to describe script. Okay, well written script. Okay, thrilling. Okay, thrilling. Okay, it's a thrilling story. Okay, tragic is a tragic story or tragic script. Yes, it's a tragic story. Okay, you can join me, okay, by typing the answer in live chat, okay. Okay, I have one question here. How about some improvement in cohesive devices to improve such story as fantasy? The use of cohesive devices is also matters in review writing because it shows the connection from one paragraph to another paragraph or one ideas to another ideas. So you can, if you can refer to my previous presentation or lesson, okay, where I show you using teacher, you can ensure that you at least have at least 5 cohesive devices to be placed in every paragraph. Okay, especially when you want to write the synopsis of the book. Okay, so to show the development of ideas, you can use cohesive device. What happened first and follow with the second thing happen in the book or in the story. Okay. I hope I answered the question. Okay, I answer your question. Okay. Okay, highly entertaining. Okay, how about highly entertaining? Okay, highly entertaining story. Okay. Gripping. Gripping here means hold your interest, holding your interest. So the story, okay, or the script hold your interest. Story, right? Okay. Gripping story. Gripping story. Okay. How about excellent? Can we describe excellent story? Yes, we can do that. So, okay, excellent story. And we can also describe the script as excellent script. Okay, shocking is a shocking story. Okay, how about poorly written? Yes, it is a script. Okay, describe the script. Poorly written script. Okay, involving. Okay, involving story. Yes, okay, involving story. Unimaginative. Unimaginative script. Can we describe story as unimaginative story? Yes, unimaginative story. Okay, something that is you never imagine it to happen. Okay, so that is why we use the adjective of unimaginative. Okay, tear-jerking is a tear-jerking story. Use the same adjective here and we have to identify and group them in appropriate boxes. Either the word belong to positive or negative form of words. Okay, so why do we have to know whether the word belong to positive or negative word? So you won't use the word incorrectly. Okay, when you want to convince people, you have to come up with positive adjective. Okay, so that is why you should know which word that has positive meaning and which word has negative meaning. Okay, so well developed. Do you think that is a positive or negative? It is a well developed story. Okay, you can see a well developed ideas in the novel written by the author. So that is a positive statement. Okay, positive. I put plus and a minus here. Okay, for the answer. Okay, this book is very bored to be read. Okay, boring. It's a negative or positive word? Okay, yes, it is a negative word. Okay. This book has a very strong story. Okay, or this movie has a very strong plot. Okay, it sounds convincing, right? So this one is positive. Okay, how about humorous? Okay, humorous is also a positive adjective. Realistic? Does it sound negative? No, right? Okay, so this is a positive adjective. Okay, villainous? Villainous means very weak. Villainous story. So that is a negative adjective. Okay. How about weak? Okay, also negative. Dull and bored. Okay, dull, boring. Okay, this is a negative word. Okay, convincing, positive. Okay, predictable. The ending of the book is something that is unpredictable. Or you can predict what happened at the end. So this is a positive feedback, right? Okay, so this is positive. Okay, thank you Mumtaz for giving me the answer. Okay, unbelievable. Okay, unbelievable. Okay, if you express it in positive, it can be expressed in positive and also negative way. Okay, but I prefer to go for negative form of adjective. Okay, frightening. Okay, the event or the plot in the book or the story sometimes make me feel frightened. Okay, so this one is negative. Okay, how about spooky? Spooky means you can get ghostly emotion when you read the books. So this one is negative. Okay, valiant. Okay, valiant here means that it give a sort of encouragement to you, makes you feel courage and brave. Okay, yes, it is a positive adjective. Okay, so here are some adjectives, okay, that you can use when you want to describe the book. Okay, now let's move on to the third task. Okay, in third task, we have to match the sentences with the types and genre of the stories. Okay, the word actually comes from the previous exercises, or you can also come up with your own answer, and then we have to get the ideas of what is the type of the story. I mean, what is the genre? Okay, now let's go through the sentence. Okay. Okay, these exercises come from englishvibe.blogspot.com. Okay. Okay, the first one. The chase scenes were so, okay, blank that I was on the edge of my seat. Okay, I love this expression. I was on the edge of my seat. For book review also. For example, okay, the story in the book was so what, okay, that made me was on the edge of my seat. Okay, so normally what kind of scenes that make you at the on the edge of your seat? Okay, yes, okay, thrilling. Because you want to know what will happen next. So what is the genre of the book? Okay, it is a thriller or horror story, or it can be adventure also. Okay, next one. It was such a or an story, and the ending when the lovers part forever is very tragic. So the keyword here, the word lovers part forever. Okay, is very tragic means that it can cause sadness. Okay, at the end of the reading. Okay, at the end of the book. Okay, the story makes you feel very sad. Okay, because the lovers part forever and it turns very tragic. So what is the word that can best describe? Okay, it was such a romantic story. Okay, so what is the genre of the book? Can you find from the answer here, from the option here? Yes, it is a love story book. Okay, next one. There were some really blank monsters, and there was so much blood that I found it quite, okay, so it involved the emotion of feeling frightened and also shocked. Okay, because you can see there was so much blood. And the word monsters here can be the keyword. So how can we describe monsters? Okay, frightening monsters. Okay, frightening monsters, and there was so much blood that I found it quite shocking or surprising. Okay, shocking or surprising. So what is the genre of the book? Can we consider it is a science fiction book based on the sentence or the statement given here? It will be better if we place it as a thriller or horror book. Okay. Next one. The aliens were so realistic. Oh, I already give you the answer. The aliens were so realistic that I almost believe that they were real. The keyword here, real. So to describe the aliens, which looks very real in the movie. Okay, so we describe or use the adjective of realistic. So because of the aliens here, I think the suitable genre is science fiction. Okay, last one. The plot was quite, okay, because the policeman had so many clues to follow up. So what are the keyword? The policeman. Okay, number 2, keyword number 2, the policeman had so many clues to follow up. They have many clues that they have to refer. So the plot was quite confusing. So what is the genre or what is the type of the story? Any option, any answer that you can get from the list of option here? Yes, the answer is detective story, or it can also be a mystery story. Okay, done with task 3. Okay, let's proceed with task 4. Okay, so the instruction here, read the following book review and put the paragraph in the correct order in the spaces given. So to answer this question, you have to go through every single line here. But since we don't have time, we will scan the text only. Okay. We know that, okay, a good review writing should start with the introduction, content, and also closure. So normally in introduction, you will give general overview of the book, right? Okay, content, you will state why you like and few reasons based on the question needs. And closure, you have to talk about your recommendation. Okay. Now, which one do you think is the first paragraph? Okay. The book is beautifully written. Okay, I'm reading this part. Okay, the book is beautifully written with poetic description and excellent dialogue. So this is more on content part, right? Because it gives the details of the book. Okay. The writer has created a dramatic, gripping plot with well-developed, very believable characters, letting us see into the soul of a sensitive but strong young woman. Definitely, this is not the introductory paragraph. Okay? Okay, how about the second one? This book fascinating plot is guaranteed to keep the reader absorbed from beginning to end. Okay, the phrase, don't miss your chance to read this classic masterpiece. So this is a good phrases that you can use in your writing. Okay, it's a kind of recommendation to people why you cannot miss the chance of reading the book. Okay, instead of mentioning reading the book, he replaced it with masterpiece. Okay, once you have read it, you will never forget it. Can we consider this is the introductory paragraph? No, right? Okay, because normally recommendation is not in your first paragraph. We place it in your closure. Okay. We look at the third one. Jan Arrow, the main character of the novel, is an orphan who has a very unhappy childhood. Despite this, she becomes a strong-willed young woman. When she leaves the orphanage, she becomes the governess at Thornfield Hall. Okay, Mr. Rochester mentioned, strange things begin to happen there when a mysterious secret is revealed. Jan's life is changed forever. It sounds like synopsis, right? Okay, of course, it is not your first paragraph. Okay, the last one. If you are looking for a romantic but mysterious story about a lonely woman who, after many strange experiences, finds lasting love, you should definitely read Jane Eyre by Charlotte Brontë. Okay. So it gives general information about the book, right? The name of the author, the title of the book. So this will be your paragraph 1. Okay, which one is your second paragraph? Second paragraph, you can write the simple synopsis of the book. Okay, yes, this is the second paragraph. Okay, where the writer introduced the synopsis, what happened in the book. Okay, how about paragraph number 3? Which one? Okay, probably talking about the reason, okay, the reason of liking the book. I love reading the book because it is beautifully written. So this is the main idea. So this is the third paragraph. Which one is the fourth one? Okay, fourth paragraph, okay, or final paragraph, we have to convince reader by giving recommendation, okay, by giving suggestion, by persuading people to join you reading that masterpiece. Okay, so this is paragraph 4. So this is basic idea on how you can write the paragraph, and you can actually plan your writing. That is why I'm saying that review is your control actually. You can plan what can you review, okay? But it's not too easy, okay? Don't ever think that review writing is easy, because you have to convince readers. It is not easy to convince people to join you or to have the same experience like you. Task 5, we have fill in the blank question. Okay, I hope you can see the optional answer on my right side, okay. Alice Success by Amisha Bachchan is okay, which has won a major national writers competition and deservedly so. Okay, we'll read further because we want to see what is the best answer for A. Either biography, romance, novel or thriller. Okay, it is a blank story in a northern India during the early part of the past century, which tells the blank of a young woman, Ali Kapoor, in a struggle to make herself known in the business world, which was dominated by men at that time. So do you think that this is a biography? No, right? It's a romance story? I don't think so, because it's talking about the struggle of a lady named Ali Kapoor. Can we consider this is as a thriller? If we look further, if we read further, okay, the story begins with Ellie being left a considerable sum of money in her grandfather's will. She decides to set up catering business. It doesn't sound thriller story, right? So the best answer is novel, C. Okay. We're back to number 2, Okay, it is a, okay, what do you think the answer? It is a long, well-written box office or children's story. To describe the story, it is a well-written story, okay, in northern India during the early part of the past century, which tells the, okay, number 4. Number 3, okay, that's set, okay, set, C. Okay, in northern India during the early part of the past century, which tells the details or tale of a young woman. Okay, not details, okay. Not even a plot, okay. We are not talking about Ellie only, okay. We have many characters other than Ellie in the story. So it's a tale, okay, D. Okay, the story begins with Ellie being left a considerable sum of money in her grandfather's will. Subsequently, okay, this is an example of cohesive device. When you want to explain the synopsis, you can use or you can place cohesive device, okay, especially when you want to show what happened next. Okay, she decides to set up a catering business as a means of earning a living, okay, making use of her abilities as a good cook. Okay, number 5, the blank follows Ellie's ups and downs as she tackles problem after problem to make her dream come true, which forms the entire story. Okay, we look at the optional answer for number 5. Okay, we have plot, script, dialogue, and screenplay. Okay, the plot. Okay, the plot follows. Okay, why we cannot use screenplay or script? Okay, if movie, then you can choose script, dialogue also, and same goes with screenplay. Okay, for book, we on the connection of the story, the stage of the story, you have to use the word plot. Okay, number 6, the tale is, okay, look at number 6. The tale is real, excellent, historic, and spectacular. Which one is the answer? The tale is blank with episodes which are both blanks and retains the reader's interest throughout. Okay, number 6, the answer is Okay, the tale is historic, okay, or excellent. Okay, if let's say we choose excellent with both episode which are both 7, the answer is okay. We need two adjective here. Okay, two adjective that support retains the reader's interest throughout. So positive adjective. So what would be the answer? 7, can we use moving? And also number 8, how about B, heartwarming? Okay, A and B. So this one, number 6, I think we can go for B. Okay, excellent. Okay, early success is okay, number 8 is B. Okay, it gives okay, number 9. Okay, the optional answer that we have here, absorb, well-directed, documentary and fascinating. It gives okay, insight into life in the early 19,000s and the hardship encountered by people at that time. Okay, fascinating insight. Okay, excellent insight. Okay, interesting insight. Okay, early success is well worth. Okay, so the answer is C, well worth reading. If you enjoy period fiction, it can teach the reader about fair play or lack of it in the business world and provides a welcome break from set literary text and also course book. Okay, done with task 5. Okay, actually you can use these model sentences to be placed in your review writing. Okay, keep writing and actually it can help you to improve your writing skill. Okay, does all movies like The Hobbit give us some inspiration on writing a general idea in our story paragraph? Yes. It would be advisable for you to choose the novel that has been portrayed in a movie form too. Okay, you can um, grab the benefit at once. Okay, you watch the movie and at the same time the producer also produce a book, the author also write a book on a novel. So turn the movie into a novel form, then you can choose that kind of book also. Okay, last one. Okay, we go to the actual writing task. Okay, so this is a sample question. Okay, write about your favorite book review. In your review, you should mention what do you like about the book. Okay, when you read the question, you have to underline the key word. What do you like about the book? A lesson that you learn. How many lessons? One lesson only. Why would you recommend the book? How many recommendations? How many reasons that you should present here? There's no limitation. If you want to write 2 reasons, then you can do that. So, okay, basically this is your C1, C2 and C3. Okay, facts. We analyze the question. The format is review. What you should review is a book. Okay, who is the audience to whom you write a review? Okay, it's not stated in the text, right? So you can assume that you write a review for public or your friends. Okay. How many question requirement that you have to fulfill? We have 3. Okay, C1, what do you like? Then we have C2, lesson. And we have C3, reason. Okay, reason for recommending the book. Okay, what is the tenses that you can use? Okay, so this is quite a famous question. Can I use past tense or should I use present tense? Okay, my advice here would be present tense. Okay, because you want to give your opinion, right? When we give opinion, it is advisable for you to use present tense. Okay, so you can use present tense. Okay, subject is a review of a book. What is the title of the book? You have to decide it on your own. Okay, so let's plan your writing. Okay, paragraph 1, you have to write your introduction. How about paragraph 2? You can place the answer for C1. Paragraph 3, place the answer for C2. Paragraph 4, give reason of recommending the book. And paragraph 5 would be your closure. Since you already give reason for recommendation here for closure part, you can read the book. Okay, you can read the book and also give advice to the readers where they can get the book from. Okay. So for today, we are going to review a book, okay, written by J.K. Rowling. And the title is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I think the book is quite famous. I know that many people love to read the book because we also have movie, right? Okay. So this is the book written by J.K. Rowling. Okay, if you choose certain book, you should know when it has been released, the name of the author, okay, the general information of the book. Okay. Now let's proceed to the final task for today. I'm giving you sample answer for movie. Okay, let's change the information to book review. Okay, the original writing is based on movie review, and we will use the same model sentences. Okay, the same model sentence. Okay, and change it to book review. Okay. The instruction here, read the following movie review. Replace the bold and underlined phrases with genres related to your movie. Can you replace the bold phrases to write a book review? Yes, we can do that. Okay, but you have to change the information from movie to book review. Okay, action thriller enthusiasts must not miss out the newly released movie directed by the distinguished thriller director Sean S. Cunningham. Published and released in 2020, I Know What You Did will absolutely make you rooted to your seat. Okay, can you please underline the phrase rooted to your seat? Means that hold your interest, okay, and you remain at your seat. Okay, let's circle which information that we have to change. Okay, action thriller enthusiast, can we use the term? Yes. Okay, so we have to change movie here. Directed, okay, directed is for movie, right? Okay, by the distinguished thriller director. Okay, the name of the director we have also to change it. Okay, published and released in 2020. I Know What You Did will absolutely make you rooted to the seat. Okay, so how can we change it to book review? Okay, action thriller enthusiasts must not miss out the newly released book written by the distinguished thriller author named J.K. Rowling. So I changed the information to book review. Published and released in, okay, when it has been released. Released in 1997, for example. Published and released in 1997. Okay, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, okay, will absolutely make you rooted to your seat. Okay, so Harry Potter novel actually is a maiden novel in Harry Potter series, right? So what is the genre of the Harry Potter book? Okay, it's a fiction book, right? Okay, it's a fiction book. Okay, it's a fiction book, okay, with fantasy scenes. Agree with me? Yes, okay, fantasy scenes. And sometimes you may find horrifying, adventurous moments. Adventurous moment. Okay. So this is the first novel, okay, in the immensely popular Harry Potter series, okay, and the writer, okay, instead of using author, you can also use writer. Okay, the writer's name is J.K. Rowling. Okay, now let's move on to the second paragraph. Okay, change the title. Okay, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, okay, then you can proceed with the synopsis. Okay, you can talk about the story. The story begins with a miserable boy named Harry Potter. His parents has passed away. Okay, then he is forced to what? To reside with the cruel uncle, horrible aunt. Okay, here I use adjective, okay, to describe the uncle, cruel uncle. How to describe the aunt? Okay, a horrible aunt, okay, that their spoiled son in the non-magical world commonly known as the Muggle community. So for second paragraph, you can write a simple synopsis of the book, okay. Okay, So do not reveal everything. Okay, in previous slide, I've shared with you, do not reveal everything because we want to make the readers buy the book and they also has to read the books. And the ending part of the book should be figured out by them. Okay, not you are the one who reveal the story. Okay. Okay, next one. The thing that we have to replace is the word movie. Okay. Okay, I enjoy this book as it has an unpredictable storyline. Or you can also say that I enjoy this book as it has interesting storyline or interesting plot or fascinating plot. For example, then you give example. Which part in the book that make you feel interested? Okay, that makes you feel happy when you read the book. Okay, when you read the novel. Okay, successfully it takes me on a ride. This is how you can express your happiness or your moment, okay, the moment that you enjoy reading the book. Okay, so these are the phrases that you can use, the model sentence. Okay, successfully it takes me on a ride from the first minute to the last. It is because it built tension and create suspense. Harry Potter does create tension and also suspense, right? Okay, for that, it keep me guessing until the very end. You keep reading the books because we want to know what will happen at the end of the story. Undeniably, okay, cohesive device. Okay, creating an unpredictable storyline makes my eyes hook. Okay, don't use screen. Replace it with the book. Make my eyes hook on the book. Okay, which makes, okay, J.K. Rowling as a promising writer. Okay, so what can I prove here? Basic or general information comes from your reading. So this is another way, okay, additional phrases that you can use in order to express your ideas and also convince readers to read the same book. Okay, next one. Not only that, this is a must watch. Okay, this is a must read book because the characters are relatable. Okay, so name your favorite character. Okay, for example, my favorite character in the book is Harry Potter. Why? What is the reason? Because he possesses outstanding courage. Okay, because he is a courageous person. That is why I love the character. Okay, because he possesses outstanding courage and helpful. Okay, he is also considerate to his friends. Okay, so what are the lessons that you learn from the book? Okay, the most influential lesson or the lesson that I learned is never to give up. Okay, the question asks you to talk about the lesson, right? Okay, never to give up in the face of dark forces. Okay, so you have to explain which part of the novel that can show that Harry Potter is not simply give up in facing all the obstacles in his life. So that should be portrayed in your review writing. Okay. Okay, last one. Okay, your last paragraph. Okay. Indeed, I would recommend this book, okay, to anyone who is a thriller fan. Okay. Change this information. J.K. Rowling successfully with a great story with a spine-chilling tale. Thus, it really sells this book to me. I definitely rate this 10 out of 10. Okay, read it and grab it from the nearest bookstore. Okay. So another way to express your recommendation, you can also say, I would rate this book 5 stars because it has vivid description, incredible scenes, magical imagination, attractive plots, and unforgettable characters. I always feel like I stand face to face with the figures. Means that when you read the book, you can feel that you are in the same situation like Harry Potter. Or you probably can say that this book is truly captivating. Why it is captivating? Because it's full with magical adventures. Okay, and also the author or writer managed to place yourself in a touch of earnest. Okay, from many scenes, okay, that prove the failure, great love, okay, for Harry Potter, it actually hook your eyes to the book. Okay, so there are many ways actually to express to people, okay, to convince people, okay, why they should grab and also read the books. Okay, so you can also say, I highly recommend this book to you. I highly recommend this book to my friend. Okay, and I'm eagerly looking forward to read the next one in this series. Okay, so that is the way on how you can write a book review. Okay, what is important here? The use of adjective really plays important in convincing and persuading readers to have the same experience like you. Okay, I think that's all for today. I hope it will help you, okay, in writing your book review. Okay, you can rewatch the uh, the video, okay. And I also provide the link where did I get the sources from. Okay, so that's all from today. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.